Well, hello, this is Stephen Hall, also known as Reiki Man. I'm here with Zelie Duvauchelle, talking about Ho'oponopono. And Zelie is from the island of Molokai in Hawaii. Can you talk to us a little bit about Ho'oponopono?
Yes. Ho'oponopono translates as to set right, to set things right.
Okay.
And it's historically, Ho'oponopono was used in Hawaiian communities to restore harmony to the community, beginning with restoring harmony in the family. So if you restore harmony in a family, in each family, then the whole community is strong. And the idea is to have, or the philosophy is to have a strong community, a healthy community. So if you have healthy individuals, you have a healthy community. So Ho'oponopono is a process of conflict resolution that has been adapted to modern times, and I now use it in groups to facilitate healing in my private practice.
All right. And is there a difference between the modern practice of it and the traditional practice?
Well, traditionally it was used in families. So the family would all get together and have a Ho'oponopono. And what that Ho'oponopono is really a ritual. It's a ritual where people gather to heal the relationships between themselves. So in modern times, we now use it as, so when I facilitate a group, for example, and we have a group, family, the word for family in Hawaiian is ohana. So you have the group is then becomes the ohana. So we all become a family. And then we look into the family and we see how we can resolve conflicts. Whatever that conflict may be. Maybe the group comes together to do, for example, ancestral healing. And maybe there's different members, there's different participants that are of different ethnicities. So perhaps we could do a ancestral healing with all of the people there, healing ourselves and healing our ancestors, therefore affecting a healing wave, if you will, from that goes into the past, that reaches into the past. These kinds of healing modalities that most Native peoples know about don't operate within time and space. So we can affect, we believe that we can affect the past and we can affect the future, along with the present, of course. And the main thing is to, so that many different cultures believe you affect, from the present moment, you affect 7 years prior and 7 years in the future. So.
All right. And in healing relationships, I've heard that a lot of diseases or maladies that people go to the traditional doctors for may be centered in an emotional issue or something like that.
Yes, absolutely. In my work, what I see is that people carry, just as we carry DNA from our family, from our relatives, and we come with attributes from our past, from our ancestors, it is so with spiritual things too. So things of the spiritual nature. So perhaps maybe way back a long time ago, your great-great-grandfather had a conflict of some kind. And then it gets passed on, that hurt or that entanglement, as we would refer to it in Ho'oponopono, is brought forward all the way through the generations. And perhaps we'll see something in a person erupting in the present day, and we can do work and we can trace back to how that original entanglement has come forward in the family.
All right. So it's applied in group settings or in individual settings?
Yes, I work with individual clients and with groups. Now with groups we can come together for a particular, as I said, for a particular reason. I have a series coming up that I'm going to be teaching with ancestral healing, and we're going to do just that. We're going to come together as a group, and it'll be a 4-part series, and we'll explore what our ancestral wounds are. And I think that what we find is people don't tend to think about the connection with ancestors. But Native peoples know this and have done this. It's, you know, in most all Native cultures you look at, there's always some kind of conflict resolution process. And it always involves working with the ancestors. It always involves working with nature. Your relationship to your ancestors, your relationship to the earth, plants, you know, animals, your relationship to each other, your family relationships. All those things are looked at as a cohesive whole, so that when you're looking at a person, you're seeing not only how they are personally with themselves, but how they are in their environment, how they are relating to everything around them.
Okay. And do you combine the Ho'oponopono with other things such as Reiki or Diksha?
Yes, I am a Reiki practitioner, and I'm a Reiki master and a Karuna Reiki master, and I absolutely use Reiki. Reiki is one of the energy modalities that, for me at least, it works really well with Ho'oponopono, because, you know, in Reiki there's also symbols that one can use to send Reiki, for example, to the future or to the past. And there's distance healing. So Reiki has the belief with it that doesn't operate in time and space either. You can, of course, be working on somebody with a present moment malady, and at the same time we're always looking at, when we look at the energetic body, we're looking at what things in the past, what kind of entanglements, what kinds of things has the mind wrapped itself around and created layers and layers of beliefs around that can at some time erupt or come forward as a dis-ease in the body. And Reiki is very much so the same thing. It works the same way.
All right. Now, a lot of people would rather blame their circumstances on other people or the government or the economy. Yes. Can you tell me how Ho'oponopono would address the issues of blame?
Yeah. One of the modern Ho'oponopono processes is one that is being made, is well known through Dr. Hugh Len, Dr. E. Haleakala Hugh Len. And he has a process by which you make these statements, which are, I love you, I love you, I love you, thank you, thank you, thank you, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, please forgive me, please forgive me, please forgive me. And what these statements do is that they are coming from the place that you're taking full responsibility for whatever is going on in your life, for whatever, if something's pushing your buttons, then you know, then you take responsibility. Like, what is it that's triggering me? So it's taking full responsibility is what it is. And Ho'oponopono, the ancient process as well as the new process, that's the place you want to get to. You want to get to the place of where the person can see that their life is their responsibility. That maybe things have happened to them in the past when they were children, and when you come to the present day, it's your responsibility then to work with whatever thought systems you may have formed around, whatever beliefs you may have formed around whatever happened, the incident.
All right then. And I know also that you deal with sound healing.
I do sound healing.
Music.
And music. I was trained in Hawaiian folk music and did a apprenticeship with one of Hawaii's national treasures, Clyde Sproat, from the Big Island, and learned many songs from him, and the stories. And how this all ties in is because in Hawaiian music, it's steeped in metaphor, and in the songs are the actual healing remedies. Like there'll be actual songs that'll talk about different plants and different ways of different remedies, if you will. They will describe the way a plant is and compare it to a person, so you can get the idea, like if this plant is thorny and they're explaining and calling this plant, making it a comparison to the person, you can get an idea of what the personality is like. So it's very playful in that way, and it's also meant to carry, because Hawaiian was not a written language, it's an oral history. So lots of the remedies and the stories and the things that the ancestors wanted us to know are carried in the songs and the music.
All right. Is there any chance you can treat us to a short
Yes,
rendition?
Absolutely. This is called Anuai, and it's a chant that calls forth the ones that are important, the dignitaries, the people who you want to, the spirits that you want to come and be present when there's a healing in progress, or there's a healing circle, or you're joined together for healing. So this is called Anuai, and it's an induction chant. Anuai ko kako mea ho'oki pala e ae. Amea hano hano. Ke ho'o hiva ia nei makola e ae. E hui pui ka vai vai. O ko kako mau kupuna la e ae. Yahi pu ya kako I ka lokahi. Kana lui mea kako mai ka hiki mai la e ae. Me ke aloha no kako apau. Kana lui mea kako mai ka hiki mai la e ae. Me ke aloha no kako apau.
That's beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you, thank you. Are there any parting words for our audience?
Just like to say aloha, ahui ho, and mālama pono. Thank you.
Well, thank you.